Now, what's going on, everyone? For some people on the West Coast or Central, but wanted to kind of start this early. Got some other things planned. Good to see you, Space. What's up, Clinton? So I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before. There are obviously the low number or low series does not have the Find the Reggie. So these high series themselves have the Reggie. And this is all part of that elusive and yet exciting hunt for the heroes. What's going on, Clinton? Woof woof. Hey, what's going on, Pops? Hope you're well. Make sure to give you guys mod status if I haven't already. Oh, you can share your channels and sub one another. The standard foil packs. This was kind of a, I don't know. I don't want to say experiment, but it quite, I don't know if it was my favorite. What are your guys' thoughts on foil packs? Yes, no, liked them, could care less. I don't know, Space, I don't know for sure if there's been a count. It would be really cool if someone did like an inventory on what's left, but then you got to go with, some people may have it in their collection and it never surfaced, so it'd be really a hard thing to, I guess, accurately figure out. But I suppose they could figure out approximately with what's left and maybe what's surfaced for sale. I know that they hardly ever pop up for sale. When people get them, they tend to keep them. It's that Cincinnati Reds on that. Easy to rip. Yeah. I 2 Lance Blankenships in a row, in case I was missing out on those. Yeah, I think some of them I have trouble with. There's an Olerud rookie. It's a kind of decent one. Sean Abner. Like, going through these cards, it always like takes me back. Yeah, I don't even know where that info would be, Space, or if it would be accurate to what we're looking for. Yeah, but if you guys have not subbed one another, please do. I know a lot of people make great content. Let's see if we can get this to get Terry Pull. That's kind of a cool one. Chet Lemon. And then a Tom Herr with another horizontal pick. I kind of experimented a lot. There was always a lot of goofy ones too. Here's our first Randy Johnson, second year. Steve Searcy. Ooh, good old Ray Langford rookie, who, obviously that's not a huge card in any right. There's a Glenn Braggs, but I always enjoy different rookies. We got, shout out to Bill and his, I really having trouble getting his Angels. I think it's just the way that I have the camera or the lighting set up. Bichette second year also. Got the Chris Sabo alert. Obviously, many have seen there's a lot of different variations. There's the gold hollows for factory sets, but then there was also like, in finding out what print run it was in, they used like the hollows from hockey, they used them from the previous year, Dean Palmer rookie. It was kind of a weird thing where they I don't know if I would like to call it an error. I guess it is an error with the holograms. Variation more than anything. '58 War for Olerud. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, there's a lot of people, I think, that don't get any, I guess, respect in the hobby. But when they played, they were considered superstars. Somewhat superstars, maybe stars. Like Wally Joyner. We were talking about him the other day. How people just don't care about him at all. I suppose aside from anybody that's an Angels fan. Jeff Innes, that's his rookie too, isn't it? Nope, third year? Wow. Greg Swindell. Sandy Alomar Jr. Let's see, what do we got on this one? Orioles? I believe it's Orioles. Definitely hard to see those. I once created like I think it was only like a 300 count, but I did like stickers over the entire thing. I don't know what I was thinking. And that's what I would bring to the card shows. There's Bo. Pretty sure there's a variation too with the Conseco where one is black as far as the All-Star logo goes instead of the blue, for the red, white, and blue on that one. Not that they're worth, too much either. I mean, they're going to be like, as far as variations go and or errors, they're going to be like very inexpensive. You see a lot of them, they're like 10, 20 cents listed price. Obviously, how accurate something like that is, I don't know. It's going to kind of put a stack of rookies there. Jeff Kent, yep, he would definitely be another one. In my sales, I have like a couple Jeff Kent rookies, and no one ever seems to pick them up. Not that it's a tremendously sexy rookie card to pick up or anything. Everybody wants to go after the superstars or stars. Yeah, these are definitely easier than the low series. I don't know. It just feels like it's easier to open. Keep catching the background here. There we go. Walker. Scott Bankhead. That's our third Bankhead. I think I have all of the triple exposure from this set. But I could be wrong. That another Orioles. Could have missed one. Kind of an interesting one there with doing some calisthenics. Dan Petrie. So I don't know if that's spring training, tryouts, or what. It looks very different. Rob Ritchie. I don't remember Rob Ritchie at all. All right, so all of these had the facsimile auto on there, which I had to imagine was very confusing for people looking for the Reggie back in the day. You got to figure when the hobby just started doing a lot of this. I can remember at shows, people would bring me facsimile cards and go, yeah, I got this person's autograph. And I would have to break it to them that, no, you don't have his actual autograph. And then they kind of, many people I can remember giving me the, yeah, you're trying to rip me off look. I mean, even in the shops, I used to work in a hobby shop, and I worked there for almost 30 years, nights and weekends and whatnot. And when I would break it to them, they thought it was like me saying it so I could offer them less money. But then when I would be like, yeah, can't use it at all, they would be super surprised and offended. I hate, breaking someone's heart with something like that, but hey, it happens. You got a Dave Justice rookie. And White Sox. Shout out to Tom. Yeah, these are just great shots that they can put on the back there. I want to say that was the largest that they did is the 90 sets. And then when they went into 91, it got a little bit smaller so they could put more stats on there. I don't know if that was a complaint or someone said, I can't read the full stats of my favorite player. There's Chris Hammond. Lloyd McClendon of Cubs fame. 12 dingers. He was just cranking them during that time. Hey, what's going on, Jeremy? Yeah, Dave Justice. I can remember like at one time he was just famous for his marriage, right? Well, I mean, as a player too, and the Braves being what they were, and Turner Network being so popular at the time, because back in the day, the only baseball you could get was maybe your local or WGN on cable networks. So when TNT started putting that baseball up, since Ted Turner was such a baseball fan, it was made them famous overnight. Okay, so the Pops is saying the most expensive one was the Ben McDonald Air with the Baltimore Oriole logo on the front. So is that instead of the rookie logo, it has the Orioles one, right? Whereas this one has the rookie. So if it were to have the Oriole logo on the front. So I wonder if that came, Pops, if that came out of Series 1. Being it was a Series 1 rookie, but they include him in both the high series, and I keep saying Series 1, but they include it in the high series as well as the low, kind of like they did with the 89 also. Hermine Gonzalez, I don't remember him. There's just a lot of those people, though, I think, in 800 card sets, 700 and something. There's the Brewers. We haven't doubled up. There's a Ken Sr. since that first one. Someone's, I love that. There's signing a scorecard. John Orton. Man, I could be that I'm, old. I just don't remember the players. I remember him, Brian Dubois. So it was in Series 1, first prints. Gotcha. Which I imagine that those would have all sold out quickly because everybody was buying boxes of it, thinking it was going to be like lightning striking twice with like the Griffey was. It got a lot of love. What's going on, PAX ASMR? Just started PAX ASMR. Interesting. How's that going for you? Go ahead and allow you guys to share your channels. Just ask that you don't spam or anything like that.
Let's go.
All right, Dave Henderson. I know I'm flipping these over, but there can be just as interesting photography on the back. Nice leg kick. Harold Baines there. These aren't so bad as far as the order and or the flippage. It's whoa, we got a free sticker. So we got Sox and Astros on that one. Usually don't get the twofer on the sticker, but those were stuck together for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's a rookie of Eric Hetzel, but I have no clue who the guy is or what he did. Is it Ozzie Guillen? Probably. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Ozzie Guillen. There we go. Will the Thrill. I think Will Clark is another person pops on that list of no hobby love. Hey, Andrew. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're well. What you been up to? Oh, also, if anybody wants to contact me in regards to a football fantasy, I have a Yahoo Fantasy one. Let me know. You can just hit me up on Instagram. I can send you the invite. Actually, I probably can send a link directly. Just for funsies. It's no some people do take it completely seriously, but I don't quite get that far into it. Lance Parrish is kind of a cool shot. I wonder where they were shooting that. Elevated in some way. Kevin Elster with 2 bats. And then the baseball heroes. Tommy Green, I remember him having a little bit of love too. But this kind of goes through all the stuff to know about the Heroes set, which I am a fan of. And the one year that they made a Upper Deck Heroes baseball, I was a fan of that too. Yeah, make sure to sub one another. Helps out, especially when you're trying to grow your channel. I'll also give him a sub. I know I'm sub to Space Pops. I'm pretty sure I am sub to you as well. Yep. Hey, what's up, Chuck? I'm sorry I missed that. Chuck and Clinton. just got this thing on the bottom of StreamYard, and it's like, share referral link? Question mark. Ooh, there's a lot of shrapnel with this. Yeah, really great photos. I love that one. Ruben Sierra, who at the time when he was playing was pretty good. Wayne Edwards. Yeah, not familiar. Got another Angels? No. Cardinals, I think. Ramon Martinez. Kevin Apier. Yay. You're riveting. Claudel Washington. Pulled a hammy, maybe? And then Kirby Puckett. Yeah, so far, there's not been any super interesting photos on the back here. I mean, they tend to use that for funky stuff back in the day. Things are good. Chuck, how are you doing? What's new and interesting? Let me share that. So if people are interested, let me share the... What? So Yahoo is an HTTP site. It didn't switch over to HTTPS. That is crazy to me. There's just security issues that could happen. Why does it want to send me something? I have to verify it's me. I think I put two-step verification on way too many things, but pretty much you have to these days, or at least you should. All right, it's fantasy sports. Wow, this is a roundabout way. It takes forever. Suppose if I just had this saved somewhere, it'd be so easy. All right, here is the league. Hobbies Hapless Heroes. And I think so far it's just me and one other person that have joined. I think I set it up to 16 players. All right, only join it if you really want. No pressure. And I'll pin that. Oh my God, I can ban myself. That's so interesting. What would happen if I banned myself? Anybody know? That's good to know. So, one was there, I take it? Or is it the royal we? Ed Whitehead. Great name for a pimple. Ooh, rookie threats. I forgot about that one because they did another one. Was it 91 with Bagwell? It was like an Astros one. Another cards. I got something in my eye. I think it's a piece of the foil. Shouldn't have rubbed my eye. Dang it. this could be bad. Give me 1 second. I have to flush my eye out because I got some of that foil in there. Nice. This could be dangerous. Yep, I ended up with some of these like foil pieces in my eye. I'm going to be down an eyeball. You got married on the 24th? Well, congratulations, brother. That's awesome. Hope you guys are together forever. That may sound like a weird wish, but he was under the so there's a list of or no, it wasn't him. There's a list of like questionable and or dirty names. We were going through it last night. Padres on this one. In Jeff's stream, he had his 100th what you want to call it, his mystery or grab pack or something like that, super pack, his breaks, where it's interesting format. Pick the team. There's Kevin Tappaney and Scott Coolbaugh, who I don't remember. Coolbaugh. Clinton, you still there? I'm not sure if you did see that invite. I was talking to Clinton last night about the fantasy league, and he said, "Where did I send it?" And I said, "Email." I'm just so out of touch. I know people use their phone in 90% of the things they do, but man, I still rock the laptop. I am a fan. Yeah, if you want to waste a bunch of time with that, Clinton, you need to join. I mean, it's not a serious league or anything like that. I know that I'm keeping me busy with the baseball league. So Arnie has a league, and I think I had to buy into a certain break, and then I ended up having a team. He has two different ones, so I think Stottlemyre had a decent, I don't know if he had a decent career, but I think probably, I know he had decent stats for a while. Little can of chew there. He's got the dip, as the kids call it. I always forget to turn those over. All right, so we got the same hero card for Reginald. Just trying to figure out when to exhibit my egg. Whoa, what? Are you doing like a farm simulator or something? Doing some animal husbandry? I grew up in Iowa. None of that stuff's fun. I know a lot of people in the city, though, were like totally into farm simulator. Lighter. Mike Witt. I was looking through a box the other day, and I found a couple of the 89 promos. I didn't know there were so many variations of that too. So with the 89, the logo I believe was on the bottom, and it had like different size variations for the promo card. Which one of them was Wally Joyner? Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm ignorant to what that is, Clinton, that you're trying to do. But if anybody else has advice for him, Chuck, I'm not sure if you saw the message too. Tomorrow is the members break for it's Topps Bunt, I believe. But most people have picked their teams. Just let me know. And if anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, just click on join. It's got more information. Oh, you answered. Thanks, buddy. Padres. Yeah, being that I started it just before I sent it, I probably didn't see it. Hey, shout out to J&J Breaks, Lance Johnson, Lance Michael. Hope he's well. Talk to him every once in a while, but he's a busy man, as are all of us, but he just works a lot. Oh, cool, man. I'm a Star Wars guy, so I'll have to look it up. Send me info on it. Is it a expensive game? Something that's relatively inexpensive? The reason why I'm saving that is I send this to Lance. If anybody's kind of like, well, why is he putting that in the sleeve? I'm pretty jazzed about this year. I talked about it once in the stream, but Andor Season 2, it's already starting pretty amazing. I really enjoyed first season. I'm a Star Wars fan. Obviously, wasn't too much into Acolyte, which was just a travesty. It was probably it wasn't just bad TV or it wasn't just bad for that. It was just or bad Star Wars. It was bad across the board. Just horrible. Chili Davis and John Smiley. So no rookies in that little grouping. And it seems like the heroes are a little bit tougher than later products. Yeah, any game is in depth. I dig it. Especially if it's got the lore down correctly. I like that. Todd Zeal. Can't remember if that was his rookie. I think it was. Not that that's a huge thing either. Got to save those Todd Zeals, because I think that's a David Segui rookie too. All right, these are like really flipped around. There we go. Tino, and look, a third of the exact same one. That's nutty. I don't know where we're going with this. So odds of getting a fourth one. The phone app I did for a while. I think it's the phone app, right? Galaxy of Heroes. But yeah, I stopped after a while. I did play the heck out of Battlefront 2. It's this reminds me of Thor: Love and Thunder. Where he's doing the split kick like Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was a nice one. The Nolan Ryan. Looking over the shoulder. Eric Carter, San Francisco Uni. Always throws me off. Zane. Good old Zane Smith. Yucking it up. Smiling away. Looks like his mom bought him a new glove. Chuck Finley. Tagging out. Oh, is that Lance Johnson? Doc Gooden. Julio Machado. I don't remember him. You played Heroes since day 2. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm sure if it's the same one I'm talking about, it's been around for a long time. If I'm thinking of the same one, but could be wrong. I just kind of, to free up a lot of time, I put all of my gaming on hold. Boxed up the Xbox, haven't had it out. I'm sure it's still installed on my phone, Chuck. I'll have to look. Or it's at least in the cloud, how they do that. Dickie Thon! You know, always sing his name to Shaka Khan. I don't think I would do it justice. Ooh, got another twofer. Cubbies, Pirates. John Kruk. Kevin Batiste. Extreme close-up of Scott Service there. Look at, he's like contemplating something. Like his place in the universe, maybe? That's interesting shot. Used to play for hours. Yeah, that's what I mean, is like there were certain things that I was finding myself like putting a whole bunch of time into, and just, I don't know. It wasn't that it was a waste of time, it's just I was trying to like trim my time wasted. Because I'm really bad with stuff like that. If I really get into a game, I will continue to play it for hours and hours and hours and not get bored about it. It's like could be an addictive personality issue or something, but I'm sure everybody has their own things. Greg Smith. Don't remember him. Brewers. He's got the Brew Crew. Randy Milligan. A lot of these people I think I just remember because they had like a short time of popularity. Steve Avery. It's a cool one. Look at that arm just getting all bent up there. All right. So we're getting a potpourri of rookies for sure. The game's a grind, yeah. There's the Wizard. Kind of a cool shot. Of course, they got to show him either in the air or doing a backflip, right? You tend to like show that on a lot of cars. There's Nails before he beefed up. Still a little scrawny Nails. Scott Sanderson. Padres. There's the other Tim Leary. Stoudemire again. Francisco Cabrera. I don't know why, but when Miguel Cabrera came in, I kept confusing the two. Someone would be like, hey, you got any Miguel Cabrera rookies? And here I am like, yeah, I got a few of those. And I was thinking of Francisco. Matt Noakes. Getting a handout. Ian Cabelia. Spanky. Lavalier. Not sure when they started the triple number matching the triple exposure. Yankees on that. Nice variety of holograms, though. You guys have seen my other Heroes breaks. A lot of them had like the same 3 or 4 teams. The 2 rookies were Merker and Hammond. But like, I don't know if it was to make it the collation easier. You would essentially, divide it by the 36 packs. Would have the 4 different teams. I don't know. To get inside the head of the distributing and or packaging at Upper Deck, I don't know. There's the forever smiling Barry Bonds. He's smiling on the inside, guys. Rip, Ricky Henderson. Hey, sorry, Ricky. You deserve more respect than that. Matt Williams, who also, at the time he was playing, was pretty decent. Rangers on that. Shout out to Artie and his Rangers. Mike. I think it's probably Roachford. I don't remember him either. But he's probably the best chance at getting a Marlboro sign so far. He has a cool shot of Sabo, though. Joe Carter and Doc Gooden. Oh, good. We got a different one, thankfully. So we got Reggie in a Yankees uniform. Well, have a good dinner, Chuck. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully you got some good din-din going on. Felix Jose. And no real interesting photos so far on these. Keep waiting for it. 91 had a lot of goofy ones. Another extreme close-up. Or is that the same one? Mike Fetters. Dodgers hologram. Dave Dravecki. A young Dave Dravecki. This is Darryl Strawberry, just before a couple years or a year before him signing with the Dodgers. There is the, I wouldn't say original, but one of the people with the kid nickname moniker. Rip him as well. It's our second one, obviously. This is not from the first print run, because the Ben McDonald's all have the rookie symbol on them. I do like that shot of Gary Carter there. right, so we got the one stack here, and then whatever's left in this one. So it's going pretty quick. Jesse Barfield, Ken Hill. I would say that's kind of a new grouping there, because I don't remember seeing Gene Larkin. Eric Shao. Todd Hundley. I think that was a rookie. Not that that matters, but I always try to kind of put that together in my head. Casey Matthews. Yeah, these are all flipped all over the place. Andy Bennis. I think that was a rookie too. Who I think at the time too, Bennis had decent chops, and I want to say that like his rookie year, maybe he won like 10 games or something. I don't know. Mike Gallego. There's Dave Winfield. Stargazing. Dave Martinez. Is that a Swindell rookie? No. I think he has like an 86 rookie or maybe 85 Fleer, right? I don't know what I was thinking there. Yankees on the hologram. Greg Litton. There's Billy Ripken. Rolando Gomez. Another Olerud. So we're going back to the same ones from the original packs. Or the, what was that, the left front side. Do you guys have favorite Upper Deck sets? Would most people gravitate towards 89, or being we haven't had a baseball Upper Deck set in forever, it's kind of hard to think about it. I know they just concentrate on hockey, but it would be nice if they did what Topps and what Panini does, where they kind of just don't put the logos on it. There's a way to do it nicely. Like the Topps Chrome football, like current year, they had a lot of shots from the side where it didn't look like you couldn't see the logos. I think there's a way to do it. You just have to have your photographers go out and make sure that whatever pictures or whatever they're getting has a profile picture. Another Steve Avery, and we got the Athletics. Reggie. What's going on, Sean? Michelle, how you doing? Hope you're well. Whoa. Sure you've been working your tail off too. Another hard worker. What's going on, Floyd? All right, so it's the last of that stack right there. It's always interesting when you come across the Expo stuff. I mean, just the look of it. It kind of throws you off. I dig the hideous nature of their logo. Indoor color scheme. Delino DeShields, I think that was... No, it's the second one. No, that's a rookie, Delino. Not that that would matter. Shout out to Bill and his Angels. Another Ramon Martinez. Todd Betzinger, I think that was his rookie too. Yep. There's Francisco Cabrera again. And if I miss anything in chat, it just pops through really quick. Let's see. Once been a guy is picking up his order from SGC at his LCS. He had 8. Wow, Floyd, seriously? What's going on, Collector's Dream? Yeah, I went after this chase, Sean. So when 90 Leaf was like super, and it was popular enough at the time when this came out that I had a choice of buying a box of this or the 90 Leaf. And the hobby shop owner convinced me that I would have a good chance at getting the Reggie. So yeah, let's just say like in the long run, probably wasn't the best, especially for a kid, wasn't the best choice. Now, I'm sure he had a good amount of them, Floyd. Not often, but sometimes I'll show a buddy of mine had 2 of the Frank Thomas no names graded. One was a BGS, one was graded PSA. And aside from seeing those 2, I haven't really seen many pop up. Or like even at card shows. I'm sure at the National there's some, you know. But my buddy who owns a shop, another 2 for cards and is that Mariners? Oh, I'm glad you got the package. Were you out of town or did it just take a long time? I mean, it's a possibility that I thought I shipped it out right away. Could have been like a small break in between me shipping it, but I'm pretty sure I don't know. I never know with mail. Some of the stuff that I sent out for like Christmas cards, people didn't end up getting until like late January. And I realized that they were busy at the post office, but that's pretty crazy. What is the Pascal poster? Oh yeah, that's true. They did have some temp cuts. I know I'm having some trouble. Look at that laptop, man. Totally rocking it. Probably like a $5,000 laptop right there. Probably got like a tape drive or something in it. Definitely a floppy disk drive. Got the Bravos. Jamie Moyer. Name of the blast from the past. Another Bo Jackson. I don't think I've pulled a single not that that's a big thing, but I want to say that the error is only with his, but there's a possibility it could be with other players. All right, we're getting down there. I hope my heart's not broken just like when I bought that box of 90 back in the day. I need some redemption, Upper Deck and Card Gods. Timmy Jones. Yeah, I just don't remember a lot of these people. Who is this? These are impossible. If you don't get the right light, they're impossible to see who the player is. There's Robbie Thompson, perennial tactile back in the day. So this would be the one that would have the autograph. And it's good that they didn't put the facsimile on this one, because I think that would have confused people. But I think as is, it was confusing with the facsimile auto on there. Because I want to say that when I was a kid and I pulled that, or a teenager probably is more correct. I had like this air of excitement when I pulled the first Heroes card. There's Kirby Puckett. Now he is the forever smiling guy. Almost every card, he's having a good time. There's Dennis Oil Can Boyd. Whereas, yeah, Barry Bonds, definitely not. He hated being photographed. He hated being interviewed. He hated signing autographs. The only thing he doesn't hate now is that, or maybe he just hates the fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame, but he was not one of those players that people loved. You have to find a Rob Murphy card. Did I miss a Rob Murphy? Or was there a significant? Whoa. 5 packs to go. Bill Spears. Brian Sandberg. I always liked this card. It's like one of my favorite shots. I don't know why, but I always enjoyed that one. Another Eric Shaw. Greg Smith. Don't remember him. Braves on the hologram. There's our Big Mac. Gary Sheffield. There, a Wangan rookie. And Doug DeCenzo. Off to the side here, I have a leaning tower of cards. Probably should drop this to 2. I couldn't see myself just bumping that. So Floyd, what is your favorite Upper Deck set? Do you have one? And do you have like memory? Oh my God, that hair. Dan Gladden just letting it fly in the wind. Like a horse mane. That is fantastic. No one rocks their hair like that anymore. It's like almost like he has his tips of his hair colored blonde too. Maybe he's the originator of it. Rob Dibble. Carlos Baerga. Got a Milwaukee. Brew Crew. Mid-90s, 92, 93. Yeah. Did you chase after the Heroes autos at all? All right, 3 packs to go. Appreciate everybody checking this out. And tomorrow, oh, there's a Larry Walker rookie. That is the first of that. If you have time, doing another box break, but for all my channel members. Andy McCaffrey. I don't remember him. I mean, I remember the name. And then on Sunday, I have my weekly card sale. Lots of cool cards in there. Bob Hamlin and Kevin Moss. And another unsigned Reggie card. Well, darn it. That's 2. 34 years old in the 90s? Get out. Why did I think that you were like in your 40s now? Yeah, that really sucks, Floyd, because I think you would enjoy, or I know that you enjoy the stuff I have at those. Speaking of, and if you ever want to watch the show after the fact and then let me know you want certain cards, that's a way that's like, there's several people who actually shop that way, and then I kind of put it all together. I'm going to show you something. I had put it in the oversize video I did, like that preview video, but I can't find it now. If I find it again, I do have your number. I can just text you a picture of it. Like when I come across like Prince cards too, any of those Prince Fielders cards, I always think I need to contact you. But I think a lot of times I was waiting for you to like catch it while we were live in the sale. But yeah, I realized that you were stuck at work. Jose Offerman. That's the first Greg Maddox card. Interesting that would be a tough one to get. But I think that the stuff that was in the low series was always just hit or miss. It really depended on their collation, because it's just random smattering in the high series, because they have to put their high cards in there, and then the collation is to throw in whatever low series stuff that you can get. And it seems like you do get a lot of the rookies. I think I know which one you're talking about, Floyd. There's a few like one-hit wonder sets that I absolutely love, and not just from Upper Deck, but from like different card companies. But the Upper Deck Heroes one that they did was fun too. And it's funny how like they'll do something like that and then they won't go back to it. There's Cubbies. It's almost like they're like, well, let's just leave this a subset. Or there's people like Tops who take something that was a set but maybe didn't get the love, and then it becomes a subset, like Tops Tech. Yeah, Fleer had a bunch of them too, for sure. That'd be a fun series to do. Just a bunch of one-hit wonders. All right, so I'll go over. There's not much highlights, obviously. Had the 2 Reggie cards. Then we like tripled up on the Angels, Yankees, A's, and then the Heroes logo card that kind of talks about, I guess, the Heroes itself. It was introduction of sorts. Lots of names in here. Only a few of them are the bigger names. Wow, got a lot of Ben McDonald and Chris Hammond. We got Larry Walker there. Juan gone. Langford, Zeal, and Justice. I didn't put all the rookies in there. As far as stars go, let's see. Had those two, Bo Jackson. Had these Nolans. Got the Lance Johnson card, but had two of these. And the reason that I keep that card is for J&J Breaks, and that's his actual given name. So I have to set those aside and send them to him because he absolutely hates it. Rookie Threats card is pretty cool. I'm starting a, I don't know, like a book, or I'm just starting to put a lot of these things together. So anytime, I already had it. I find like cards that have multiple players on it. I'm putting them in to an album. And then anytime there's like a bunch of bats or a big bat, I've been saving those aside too. Not that, or the extreme close-up ones. This one. He needs some alone time with his bat. These are just goofy ones. Goofy names and or pictures. I think I just had that because Cecil was, who's wearing, you know, is it him wearing the jersey or the jersey wearing him? This glove. Kent Herbeck ripping a fart. Not that this was any weirdness to it. I think I just have it in there for the heck of it. And then I had a grouping of people like, you know, do you remember them being on the team? Not so much. When they spent a little bit of time with the team. A lot of those weird kind of cards. These aren't really weird. I think the Gary Carter, I think these got stuck in the center. The oddball team ones. This right here. It goes with that. But the hero stuff I also put in a book. We've got to waste our time doing something else, right? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I came across it like earlier this year. I had never seen it before. PAX ASMR. I literally, yeah, the Mr. Rogers is great. I had literally never seen that before. But oddball cards are definitely an affinity. I know that A Past Alive, John and I share that love. I even picked up this card because of him. Or actually probably found it in the box. Is Levitating Walked In. But then I have the Levitating Bruce Smith. Got the Chickens autograph. I just have this because of the channel name. I don't know where the rest of the... I have a whole grouping of these cards. I don't know what I did with it. Well, that's a shame. Oh, here's another oddball one, but you really can't put that in an album. And I think I turned it off because it... And I don't even know if this thing got beyond the prototype phase. Who knows? Very interesting, though. But the reason I have it turned off is I was sleeping and this thing came on. Scared me to death. Like anytime something like that happens. Yeah, I put together Clinton, and I put it on hold. But I put together like a bunch of Chicago stuff and or Franks that I found. But I just don't want to inundate you. The reason I was thinking of that is there's some Jordan stuff in his Barons uniform. All right, well, I appreciate everybody hanging out. We'll catch you tomorrow if you're going to come by for the Tops Bunt break. It's obviously not like a huge product, but for my channel member breaks, those who signed up to be channel members, it's like a monthly subscription. They get into those breaks for as a benefit or perk of being the member. Yeah, I can talk to you before I make dinner, Clinton. You want me to call you when I get done? I feel like I shouldn't have said anything to you because there's like an itch that happens when I say something like that. If I say, hey, man. I'm sure you got a good chuckle out of it. All right. So hopefully everybody subbed one another. Pax ASMR, I'm not sure if you did share your channel. But if people have not subbed to you, let me put it in there right now. Everybody drop them a sub if they have a moment. Drew Bledsoe Pro Set. Nice. Yeah, there's a bunch of goofy ones Pro Set did too, because they went a little wild with their stuff too. I want to say that they just had fun. Like there were some companies out there who took themselves way too serious, and then there was others who wanted to have fun. All right, y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you later this weekend.